Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver and today we are playing the new Wonder Waddle. This is the first Wonder Waddle game I've posted since the nerf, and I feel like everyone kind of expected, Wonder Waddle is definitely not as busted as it was before, but it's still very good. And yeah, we're gonna have a look at kind of some of the changes here. Or how we can still play the hero with the changes. I mean, again, like I think the fact that we still get access to level 2 triples super easily means like we still have some of our best animals to triple, like this blind mouse here, which we're gonna triple on 2.2 and get a forking rod. And I've said this before, but I think it begs repeating. Forking rod I think is the best bang for your buck treasure in the entire game. It's one of the only treasures that I'll take and feel like I can build a comp around it just by itself. Outside of like level 6 treasures, of course. But yeah. Yeah, getting treasure map is going to give us a lot, or giving forking rod is going to give us a lot of early game value. When we take a double forbidden fruit, we take some damage, but we're at 40, so we don't really mind too much. We get to buy 2 3s and get a roll because of it, and I think that's definitely worth it. A little bit awkward combat against this donkey, but we get our ogre princess slay and we still win the fight, so not too bad. And like I figured taking a TLK here is a little better than rolling and trying to get forking rod value, but instantly regret it because Darkwood Reaper is absolutely probably pretty easily the worst hit, I would say, of any golden 3 that we could get there. So, I mean, I think it's still right to do it. I just being results based and kind of regretting it instantly. Okay, so we get a free black cat, which means I think we want to take this wicked witch. It gives us another 3 to build into, because I mean we're decently strong early. I mean, we've taken some damage, but we still just want to find crystal ball if we can with this forking rod. It's a little bit harder with Wonder Waddle, but we still have a lot of specifically with forking rod, we have kind of a lot of tools to dig for it, because forking rod is going to give us econ value as well as early board strength. And this apocalypse is very strong. They've already taken experience, and they've got a 15/15 wizards familiar and a skips puzzle runes, so we're gonna have to watch out for them later in the game. We lose that fight, which is kind of wild, since they got, I mean, they might have gotten the experience off of like a genie's wish, so we're not gonna put, or I mean, like yeah, I mean, with the strength of their board, I think they probably did, especially since the wizard's familiar is so big already. But yeah, we do find crystal ball, and yeah, at this point we just need to get to level 5 and find Aeon, or find some good level 3, some more level 3s, and get hat, and then we're off to the races. And we get a double lightning bolt, but our dragon attacks into our best character, which is our spellweaver, and their spellweaver manages to take us down, unfortunately. But yeah, we get a polywoggle triple here. Another fantastic benefit that Walder still has access to. It's going to give us a potential power spike. We find Boiling Beaker there, which with the fork and ball means is a pretty good alternative to hat. We still have to pay for our spells, of course, but it's going to make our characters scale so much faster. And yeah, if we can get some spell cost reduction, if we can get specifically Aeon, then we can make Aeon likely to slay a lot faster than normal. And here I take the roll the dice, because we get the last 2 characters in the shop, because having the 2 4/2 ogre princesses in the front row is just not what we want, right? It's just not, they're just not strong enough. So we needed to get some more stats on board to stop our bleeding here. And we triple our spellweaver and we find hat. So yeah, this is just a classic hat fork ball waddle game. It can definitely still happen. Fortunately, it happens less frequently, but yeah, Waddle still Waddle still high rolls. I sharded the Nutcracker immediately, and I feel like that was definitely a mistake. Like I think my logic here was that I already have a tree and a royal and a monster, so that I figured that I can just shard it to get it out of the pool kind of thing. But I think that was definitely a mistake, because like that means that we have to hold on to one of each of these for a lot longer, and later on it's gonna kind of bite us a little bit. And I figure a 10-10 Polywoggle should be good enough to slay here. It's 4.2. So, I mean, it's potentially good enough to slay, and there's only 1 in 4 there, so maybe not. But also, this is a Fates that got Sky Castle, looks like pretty early, and they've already got a Golden Arthur and a regular Arthur and a few other Golden Royals. But fortunately, Hat Fork Ball has given us enough stats to still win that fight, even though they were very strong. And here we have no tree to cast our Flourish on, unfortunately. Again, we're kind of instantly regretting the sharding the Nutcracker immediately. That was definitely something I should have thought a little bit harder about when I did it. All right, here we're just trying to put as many stats as we can. Trying to get this Polywoggle as big as possible. Now that we're above 5, we really just want it to slay. And it gets attacked into immediately. Classic Poly just will not slay. I mean, we're gonna have enough stats to definitely win the fight here, but the backline puts up a pretty decent fight for the Selhua, but we do knock them out. We got a bunch of gold to work with here, and now we're on level 6 already. Definitely happy to just shard this creeper, but now we also lose our tree there, and because we have 16 gold, I'm gonna take the good boy here. We've already Beauty's influenced a lot of things, so I figure it's worth it because we can dump stats into it and it should improve our board. 6 gold, a little bit too much for an evil twin at this point. We'll take another Spellweaver though. And I'm gonna be putting stats into this Polywoggle as much as possible, because again, we just really needed to slay. I mean, we could probably give up on it, but we're so strong that I feel like we can kind of force it a little bit. And yeah, we're just emptying the shop as much as possible here, so we can take that Aeon next turn. Polywoggle still manages not to slay against a very large toughness doubly. We get an Ogre Princess Slay. That's all right. Get a free level 6. Always love to get those. Just figuring out exactly what to sell here for this Aeon. Again, we're stuck without a tree with a Flourish, so getting rid of that Nutcracker just really kicking us right now. Not really interested in taking another Baba. In spell comps like this, like, you want the Baba Yaga for the Aeon because like the extra spell cost reduction is good, but like the investment it takes to actually triple the Baba while still casting spells is generally a little bit too much, I've found. All right, and we finally get our Polywoggle to go, and it slays and survives and turns into a very large Yorm, which is not something we're super excited about. We might have been excited about it if we'd gotten that several turns ago, but at this point, Yorm doesn't really fit on the board all that well. All right, so we get to triple our Spellweaver. Of course, there's nothing that we're really gonna want, and we're gonna try and pump up these Aeons with spells, as well as we want to play this Baba Yaga on board. So putting spells directly on it is pretty good, I think. And any spells we cast buff up the Aeons. More Beauty's influences are always fantastic when we have a good boy. Positioning gets a little bit weird here. We're gonna play the good boy in 1 now, and we gotta switch this Aeon in for this Princess White. That's not really doing anything anymore. And if attacks go well enough, we should be able to slay with our Aeon, and then it'll give Yorm some bonus stats at least. Pretty good spell hits for us there, allowing us to attack with the Aeon and get the slay and get our extra spell cost reduction. The extra spell cost reduction might not seem like super important, but like when you're like starting to like really pop off with Hat Fork Ball, it allows you to kind of like go sort of to the next level, because like if you start beauties influencing things or like evil twinning things and then kiss them into Storm Kings or Scions of the Storm, if you can get the Scions like good or evil or whatever, preferably good, so you can evil twin them. Yeah, basically once you start being able to evil twin Scions, then you can really pop off. And then once you've got those Scions like nice and large and different alignments, because you're evil twinning a good Scion, then you can buy Shoulder Fairies, which end up being just as large as the Scions. It's generally like an SPB 99 kind of thing, but it's still something to kind of keep in mind. Also, getting super cheap Knighthoods is really important, because like we don't really care too much about treasures now that we've got our treasures that we want. Like in Hat Fork Ball, like we'd take like Wand over Fork at this point maybe, but being able to like cast cheap Knighthoods rather than having to invest in other Scions to get golden versions is a pretty large benefit, I would say. Alright, and I did switch the Aeon out for the pumpkin, or switch the pumpkin out for the Aeon during the cut there. And yeah, this Zippy has a very large Princess P comp, but fortunately our backline is a bit stronger. The fact that our front line is way bigger than theirs, I think, makes a huge difference. And yeah, so like a 6 cost Knighthood when everything else is free is not that big a deal. Generally, like with when you're like really going off with these, with like Feed the Krakens and things like that, like you kind of incinerate gold at the end of your turn often. So being able to put 6 gold into it is pretty good. And it's possible that like Knighthooding the Baba Yaga is correct as well. Because again, because we kind of want we wouldn't mind having a wand to replace Fork at some point. Like it's not that big of an upgrade, but yeah. So having access to the triple of the Scion is something to consider, anyways. And getting even more spell cost reduction with a golden Baba via a Knighthood is pretty good. So but yeah, so there's Nerfed Wonder Waddle. It's fortunately these games don't happen nearly as often anymore, but they can still happen, which I think is nice. It's nice that Wonder Waddle is still good. I think it's still very good. Still, like, I would say A tier, maybe not like S tier anymore, but yeah, still very good. And yeah, and definitely in a much better place now, I think. But yeah, let me know what you think of the new Wonder Waddle. I'm curious to hear your thoughts or your experiences with it. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Feel free to follow me over on Twitch, and you can watch me play these games live. I've been trying to do all my ladder climbing on Twitch, and I've been streaming regularly. So yeah, my Twitch will be in the description. And yeah, so just feel free to follow me over there. And also, I have a Twitch emote now for subscribers, with two more on the way pending approval. But yeah, right now I have a little Appa emote holding a heart, and yeah, just as like kind of a reference to my original profile picture. I think I've said that before, but yeah, that is live on my Twitch now, and yeah, you can use it if you come over and subscribe. But yeah, with all that being said, also I should mention that if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to Twitch streamers. You get one free Prime Gaming sub that you can use. So if you haven't used that, then and you would like to, I would definitely appreciate you using it over on my channel, or just on your favorite streamer or whoever. Just make sure you use it up. There's no point not using it, since it is completely free to you and included with your Amazon Prime. But yeah, all right, with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.